This is the real story behind Peter Pan, and it's terrifying. In the late 1800s, in a quiet castle town in Cornwall, England, a disturbing rumor began to spread. Children were disappearing, vanishing from their homes without a trace. At the center of these disappearances was a boy named Peter. Peter was no ordinary child. He was a homeless orphan, about 10 years old, but there was something strange about him. He never seemed to grow older. He hated living on the streets, yet never seemed to need food or warmth, and he had a strange charm that drew children to him. One day, Peter met a girl named Gretchen and her two brothers, Randy and Skip. He told them about a party where everyone wore white clothes, and only famous people were invited. That night, Gretchen and her brothers disappeared, just like the others. The townspeople whispered about the boy who never grew up, but one man wanted answers. A well-known detective named Alono Jenkins came to town, determined to find the truth. After weeks of searching, he followed Peter one night into the woods. Peter led him to an abandoned, creepy church on the edge of town. Inside, Peter's young face began to twist and change, turning into a thin, terrifying man with hollow eyes and a sinister smile. Jenkins froze as the man whispered, "Don't worry, I only take the young. The old are useless to me." Jenkins ran back to town with other officers, but when they returned, the man was gone, and what they found inside the church was beyond horrifying. Lock your doors if you see this man. In the spring of 1883 in Blueberry, Massachusetts, the town was dealing with a bunch of robberies in homes and stores, occurring in the middle of the night. It got so bad that the town itself almost went bankrupt because everybody lost almost all their money due to theft. The only clue the police had was that the perpetrator was a very small man, but nobody was able to get a very good look at his face or clothes because he was so quick. After a few months, Brady Thomas, a local baker, knew that any day the thief could strike his bakery, so he set up traps all around. A few days after initially setting up the traps around his bakery, he would walk in one early morning and hear a cage rattle, and he would approach it. When he got close, he noticed it was a small man with a red beard, wearing a green outfit inside of it. The small man in the cage would yell, "Let me go!" But Brady would go and get the local authorities. The man was later identified as Declan McShamrock, a man from Ireland, and they charged him with over 300 robberies. He was sentenced to 80 years behind bars, but after only 4 months, he escaped and was never seen again.
This is the real Monopoly, not a game, a rehearsal for debt. At the turn of the century, they called him the Collector. He didn't take cash. He took children's nights, until they said paid. Neighbors swore his basement was a board, black and red squares, doorways as deeds, a circle no child ever finished. Land wrong, vanished till morning. Land on jail, locked until you stopped asking why. He wasn't feeding on fear, he was rewiring, teaching that luck decides, the owner wins, and existing has a fee. Dice for chance, rent for obedience. Every roll a lesson, every loss a debt. He wore a black suit, a silver top hat, a cane tipped with a die, and a smile too wide to be kind. Decades later, the board returned, but now as a toy. What began as a warning was trimmed until it grinned. Same hat, same suit, same smile. People laughed at the resemblance. Then some lost houses in fires, jobs gone overnight, families scattered, as if the game never ended, as if it still collects its rent. So next time you pass, go, remember, you're not circling for yourself. You're circling for the man who owns the board.